What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. I've only just got around to watching Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman press conference. A big fight that goes down, July 20th, MGM Grand, Las Vegas. Pay-per-view fight. Great fight, by the way. I can't wait for it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Manny Pacquiao, you can make an argument now that Manny Pacquiao is already a top 10 fighter of all time. Feel free to argue with me if you want, but that's what I believe. And I do believe that if he wins a belt in this era, so a legit belt, not the regular belt that he's carrying around his waist, but a legit belt. So if he beats Keith Thurman, to me, rubber stamped top 10 of all time, right? I've always said that we hold those fighters in the past to such a high degree where no one can take them. I'm sorry, Manny Pacquiao's resume holds up to any of them because it's just silly, I think. I actually think his resume is silly. I said this on a video like a month ago when I was talking about this fight, that this is his fifth or sixth era of fighting. Like, this is his fifth or sixth. Most fighters dominate and do well in one era, and all of a sudden they become Hall of Fame fighters. He has competed and in some instances dominated 4 or 5 eras. Look, again, I don't want to repeat the resume here, but we're talking about an eight weight world champion. I mean, we're getting excited about Inoue the other day becoming a free weight world champion, and everyone was going crazy about his power. Free weight. Add another 5 onto that. Add in speed, foot movement, and add in being the fighter of the decade in the 2000s. Do you know who was around in the 2000s? That's what Manny Pacquiao has achieved. And the fact he's even fighting Keith Thurman, just incredible. Honestly, it's incredible. Obviously, this is a great chance for Keith Thurman, someone that I don't think really got the credit for those wins against Garcia and Porter. I don't know if it's because they were razor thin. I don't know what the reason was, but I mean, even when he became a double champion, so when he unified, what was it, the WBC and WBA belts, he was never in a pound for pound discussion. I mean, I don't think anyone had him in their top 10 pound for pound. Again, I don't know why this is. I don't know if it's because of who he was fighting. So, I mean, Garcia and Porter are good fighters. I don't think they're great fighters, right? And I think the same thing about Keith Thurman. I've never thought Keith Thurman was a great fighter. I've always thought he was a good fighter, but never a great. And so maybe that's why he doesn't get the credit. He's seeking that credit now. Does he get it from a Manny Pacquiao win? I don't know. Do you get it from fighting a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao and avoiding a younger, hungrier, stronger Errol Spence? I'm not sure. Pacquiao even spoke a bit of trash at the press conference, which shocked me. He never talks trash. But I think he said something along the lines of Keith Thurman will find out what it's like to be in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. And that got me excited immediately, right? That got me excited immediately. I think we might see something a bit special from Manny Pacquiao. I don't even have this as a 50-50 fight. I have to be honest with you. I actually have Pacquiao as a bit of a favourite in this one. Not a strong favourite, but 60-40. I didn't think, and Keith Thurman's already started to make excuses, but I didn't think Keith Thurman looked good at all in that comeback fight against Josecito Lopez. I actually think he needs 1 or 2 more before stepping up to this level. I really do. Hence why he's not talked about Errol Spence. He's openly admitted that he needs 1 or 2 more for Errol Spence. So he's almost tried to downplay who Manny Pacquiao is, saying, I'll fight Pacquiao now, but I need 1 or 2 more for Errol Spence. He did say, though, to be fair, that he was training by himself in a leisure center in preparation for Josecito Lopez, hence why the performance was bad. I just put it to the fact that he was out of the ring for a long time and maybe he underestimated Lopez a bit. I hope he's not underestimating Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao showed me in the Broner fight that there's still a bit left. I don't know enough left to take on Errol Spence, but definitely a bit left to compete with the Garcias and Porters and Thurmans of the world. I do think Spence is the best out of the bunch, but the other guys, I mean, I wouldn't make Manny Pacquiao an underdog against any of those guys. Any of those guys. One thing I will say, and this is a slight negative, and it's the asterisk that's always been with me about Manny Pacquiao for some reason. Well, not for some reason, for reasons that I know anyway. Is that I haven't seen, and I'm waiting to see it, but I haven't seen VADA release anything when they say, okay, we are welcoming Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao into the VADA pool for the upcoming fight, July 20th. I haven't seen anything. So I do wonder if there's drug testing for this fight. If there isn't, then fuck me, Manny Pacquiao's a big favourite. Because I'm sorry, Manny Pacquiao on the extra bit of juice. Sorry, people, I'm being negative, but I think we all know it is a different kettle of fish. But I do like it. Again, I edge towards Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Thurman's lucky. I mean, if this fight was 5 years ago, Thurman gets knocked the fuck out. I'm sorry, he does. Pacquiao would end him. Now, at 40, I don't know. The punch power doesn't look like it's there as much. I think that was one criticism about him in the last sort of 4 or 5 years. Where's the punch power gone? The hand speed still looks good. The foot speed still looks impressive, right? He throws a lot of punches and bunches. But before, those punches had a little extra on them. They don't anymore. Does Keith Thurman have the punch power at the high level? I'm not sure either, right? Keith Thurman was knocking through guys, friend levels, got to world level, and going points all the time, right? So Keith one-time Thurman isn't necessarily Keith one-time Thurman at the highest level. Hence why I think Pacquiao will beat him. I go for Pacquiao to win 8 rounds to 4. I really do. And again, if he then goes on to fight someone else, another monster, I mean, we might have to look into that top 10. We might go lower. I don't know, people. We might go lower. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.